Раз, два, три.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Victor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We need to be a bit fast because I have some meeting that I need to attend in less than half an hour.
It's okay. We will try to make it within 30 minutes. I was going to just meet with you to introduce the conference and the program committee. I don't know if anyone else will join that. And also, if you can talk a little bit about yourself, about what do you see in this conference, and what do you want to talk about in general. This probably would be very good. But let me first ask one question. How did you find out about us, about this conference, and do you have any questions about the conference which I might help answering?
Yeah, so how I found out, I was invited to give a talk on Java user group conference or something like that.
Oh, on J Point or Joker, yeah.
Joker, I think.
Joker.
Anyways, so they kind of like they transferred that talk to you guys. So that's how I
got it.
Ended up here.
Well, okay, yeah, that's pretty much could happen because in general, Jugru is a pretty big group of people who are doing conferences in Russia about many different technological areas, and I think that they're currently doing more than 12 conferences per year, which means that typically every month they're doing more than just one. And this is the so typically the organizers of these conferences are the same. Program committees are slightly different, but in general we are working kind of as a big team, and so trying to figure out the better audience for the speakers. So yeah, that's clear. And well, maybe I will give the stage to you, so you can speak a little bit about what you are going to talk about, and what do you think will be the most interesting part of the of your speech and of your theme. This will help me and every other committee members who will be watching this recording to understand how to better position this talk and how to better frame it out for the DevOps conference audience we have.
Sure. Can you just remind me what was the title of the talk? I gave them something. I forgot even what it was.
Of course. I know how it goes. We don't have too much. I think that the title is the DevOps 2.x Toolkit.
Oh, yeah.
Modern DevOps technologies and practices.
Yeah. So it's kind of so that one is so I'm writing the 5th book about DevOps. And that talk is mostly about kind of history of software industry and how did we get to the DevOps in the first place and why do we want it and how do we do it and things like that. It's very very generalistic. It's very unlike my most talks because I'm usually very much hands-on, doing hands-on talks, show and tell demos and stuff like that. But this one is more about the principles and the tools we use today and why do we want them and how did we get here and things like that.
Okay. And in fact, all Guru conferences are trying their best to make the speeches being very deep technical.
Okay.
In fact, it is very good that you're hands-on and typically like to do technical rich presentations. I believe that our audience will definitely value that very high. So
we can switch to, I don't know, continuous deployment to a Kubernetes cluster.
Wow, that absolutely. Any ideas you have, which will make the talk more technical, will be very, very welcome.
Yeah, so kind of I can do something about continuous deployment to Kubernetes cluster, which would be maybe, I don't know, if a talk is 45 minutes, I don't know how long they are, I don't know, 5 minutes introduction and all the rest pure show and tell type of stuff.
That would be actually very nice. I think that DevOps in general, in terms of the conferences, is not that as easy as, for example, Java-related conference to make it technically deep, because DevOps as an area also is a bit of how to say it, processal on itself, and you still have to do a lot with people's minds as well as with technologies. But having and our experience from last year, this year is the second conference we have, is that we can get more technical talks. So I think that if you can do that, and if you are this type of person, this would be great.
Oh, yeah, that's so. If I can do full session just showing terminal even better.
Oh wow, you will get folks listening to your talk, which definitely can comprehend.
Good, that's good.
Okay, so as for the next steps, and once again, if you have any questions which I could answer, I would be glad to. And for the next steps of your talk, maybe you can take some time to come up with the plan. And I think that one more question which was asked when we were discussing your talk. Do you have any recordings which you can probably recommend us to take a look to see your presenting?
Yeah, I mean, if you just Google my name, you will find hundreds.
So you're okay with picking up the first with Google, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can send you the talks, but if you Google me, you will find me. I do a lot of, I speak on a lot of conferences. I'm very public, so.
Yes, I mean, we found quite a few, and was wondering if you can recommend something close to the in the theme to what you would like to present here. That probably what was the real question. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure we we can find it ourselves. Of course.
yeah, I can find some videos for you. That shouldn't be a problem.
Cool. Thank you.
Actually, now when I think about it, maybe not, because most of the hands-on I do in workshops which traditionally are rarely recorded in conferences. For some people, they conferences usually record only talks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure whether I will find something that is fully hands-on. I'll look. I'll go through it. That's not a problem.
Cool. Wonderful, Dan. Well, I think that probably we can even stop now, because I asked all the questions we had, and
Okay, let me one more thing here. Here's a link. You can use that one.
okay,
The second one on that page. Just change workshop, remove workshop word, and that should be okay, I guess.
gotcha.
So there are two of them. I mean, you can take the first one as well, but I think that the second one is probably slightly better for you guys.
Thank you. That works. Well, I think then, well, maybe one last question for yourself. What do you think is currently the most interesting area which you personally is interested in, and where your own, how to say it, focus is lying at?
Oh, that's not where I'm interested today. Everything, literally everything, is turning around either Kubernetes or serverless.
Yeah.
I mean, there are many different things, but whatever is happening, whatever interesting is going on today, that something is running on top of Kubernetes, if not Kubernetes itself. So kind of.
Can't agree much. More, I guess. And one of the questions we were discussing was how we could probably advertise us and you guys as a speakers as being specifically unique, because yeah, we definitely can say that we are following the modern stream, and we are going to talk about Kubernetes much, but at the same time, do you think we should just and that's kind of a personal question. I mean, do you think there is anything we can position you as a speaker as a special case of overall everyone being talking about Kubernetes?
So that's why I didn't give you the link. As Shen sent you is not kind of, I'm going to tell you how Kubernetes works.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that you know how Kubernetes works. I'm going to a specific subject, like in this case, continuous deployment.
Uh-huh.
Right? Kind of these days, everybody is kind of playing around with Kubernetes. But so this is, think of this as a very specific, detailed subject of something that we've been doing for many years, and now how to do that inside of Kubernetes. I mean, I can show you continuous deployment outside Kubernetes. That's not a problem. It's just
which everyone already have done, right?
No, actually, you would be surprised. Everybody speaks about continuous deployment and continuous delivery. I am yet to see any major company doing it for real. Taking it, that's easy.
Okay, Yeah, fair point.
Kind of, if you know of a company that puts every commit to production, please let me know, because then I will increase my list from 0 to 1.
Okay, when Dell does it, I will let you know. Okay, I think it was a very good introduction, and thank you very much for finding this time.
Sure.
I will take this recording to the rest of the folks here, and we appreciate if you eventually put the plan for your final speech idea into the channel.
How much do you need of a text?
It will be up to you, because different speakers do this differently for themselves. I mean, normally, if this would be something like a small plan with the steps like 1, 2, 3, 4, it will work. If you, or once you have draft slides, I think this we will also appreciate it very much. But in general, there is no any strict rules about that. I think that at some point we would do maybe it's just a base for the rest of our folks here, maybe to ask some questions. But in general, it will be up to you.
Yeah, I mean, because that will be a bit complicated, because I'm about to go to catch my plane, and will be in a hell on earth for next 2 weeks. So if you need a more detailed plan than what I sent you, it will have to wait.
Okay. In this case, well, you can first of all just put on your schedule on top of that. I mean, if you need some time for that, no problem.
Okay, let's put it like this. Here's more information than you will ever need.
It was a good one.
Yeah. So if you need more info than that, I'll send it to you.
Wow, it's already going to be for more than just 45 minutes, I guess. Okay then. So we will take it from there, I think.
Okay.
And for now, I think we are good.
Excellent. Yeah, just ping me on Slack if you need any other info.
Yep, absolutely. I will record our small talk here today, and then folks on the committee will watch it, and maybe they will be having some questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Cheers.